had a really busy year in 2017. Let's have a look back. Some years ago, the club used to meet regularly at Top Meadow Golf Club for club nights, and we went back there in February for Sunday lunch. The weather outside was freezing, but it was warm and welcoming inside, and we shall go back there in 2018. In April, we visited the British Motor Museum in Gaydon. Housing the world's largest collection of British cars, the museum was extended recently with a new hall for Jaguars opened in 2016. Cars on display included a star from the James Bond film Die Another Day, some rare prototypes and classics from the James Hull collection. The 2017 Drive It Day took place just 2 weeks later. 21 Jaguars started with breakfast at the Squadron in North Weald. Albert Neil's son Doug is an engineer there, and he showed us round some of his work. We then headed through the back roads of Essex and Suffolk to Kersey Mill and rounded off the day with a Chinese lunch at the Palm Trees in Rain. The National Club's highlight of the year was the Royal Windsor Jaguar Festival in May. Almost 1,000 Jaguars came from all over Europe, including the earliest Swallows through every conceivable SS and Jaguar model right up to the latest 2017 XK SS continuation. The highlight for many was a rolling parade along the long walk up through the town and right through the castle. Is that Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex? Unfortunately, 2017 was not so good for some. Poor old Peter Davies Mark II, although it's kept in ideal conditions, turned out to have some major mechanical problems. In the end, it needed a full rebuild of the engine, the gearbox, the subframe and all the suspension. Two holidays were arranged in June. First, several members travelled to northern France for a long weekend at the annual Circuit Historique de Laon and a 3.5-hour parade of over 800 cars from all over Europe. A fortnight later, 34 members went to Warner's Lakeside in Hayling Island for a long weekend break, including a visit to the National Motor Museum in Bewley. Meanwhile, on a sweltering hot day which really tested some cars' cooling system to the maximum, 8 members attended the 36th Bromley Pageant of Motoring. We visited Shuttleworth and the Swiss Garden on a Georgian day when they were having 18th century dancing. The Shuttleworth collection of vintage aircraft includes a 1909 Blériot, the world's oldest still-flying aircraft. The day ended with lunch nearby at the Green Man in Stanford. Also in July, we went again to the annual Classics on the Promenade motor show in Malden. This is always a popular show with some really good cars. Have you ever seen a dusky pink XK8? The annual Silverstone Classic was at the end of July, when the weather wasn't so great. The show at Silverstone included a parade of 40 Jaguar XJ220s some 25 years after the model was launched. The XJ220 officially recorded a top speed of 212 miles an hour, the fastest production car ever made before 1993. Just 275 were produced, with a retail price of £470,000 in 1992, making it also one of the most expensive cars ever made. The evening entertainment included the Dire Straits Experience, Tony Hadley of Spandau Ballet, and an absolute downpour. In September we visited Bletchley Park, centre of code breaking in World War II. This was where Alan Turing helped to crack the German Enigma and Lorentz codes. It was also where Colossus, the world's first programmable computer, was built. Some other displays we participated in included the Saffron Walden Motor Show, the motor show at the Royal Horticultural Society Gardens in Hyde Hall, and the Warren Classic and Supercar Show. Here's looking forward to a great 2018.